I'm Mary Kantor, and I play clarinet with the Lake Washington Symphony Orchestra. I'm here to talk about the clarinet today. The clarinet has a big family, but like all families, it started with a single idea of a duck call. Christoph Denner decided these duck calls, they have a single reed, and they make a delicious sound, but what if you put that single reed on a mouthpiece and made a little teeny clarinet with holes in it? You might get a better sound. So this is the reed, and it's attached by this, we call it a ligature, and then you get a better sound already. It still sounds a little bit like a rooster, but it's a better sound. And then if you have a big clarinet, this is a clarinet, the design is about almost 200 years old. But in the olden days, the clarinets were much smaller and didn't have as many keys. It has 18 keys, and the poor little pinkies have to handle a lot of keys. And then there's 6 rings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 in the back. And just like fish, this is called the ventral side, and this is called the dorsal side. So with all these keys, you can make a lot of notes. First I'll play a scale of all the notes that I can find on my clarinet. There are some notes that are higher, but I think in the interest of not scaring people, I just won't play them today. Technically, this instrument has 44 notes. It's half a piano. And the composers love this instrument because it can go really low. And that's the cat from Peter and the Wolf. It can also play something in the beautiful middle range. The great composer, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, wrote a beautiful concerto for us, and it's the beautiful middle range that it starts on. So far I've been demonstrating on the A clarinet. So the clarinet family has a lot of members. Some of the members are more rare, some of them are more common. The A clarinet is used a lot in orchestras, and if you're in a youth symphony in high school and you don't have an A clarinet, don't worry, they'll have one for you. Now I'm going to go to the more common clarinet that everybody in band has. Okay, so we have the B-flat clarinet. This is the one everybody starts on. And you get this in band, and you go to a local music store and pay rent on a B-flat clarinet. It is used in all kinds of situations, both orchestra, it's used in band, it's used in klezmer music, which is a special Jewish kind of folk music. It's also used in jazz. This is a wonderful jazzy introduction to the Rhapsody in Blue by George Gershwin, beloved by clarinet players everywhere. You can hear clarinet in the movies a lot, and this is a beautiful theme from Harry Potter that you'll hear in the movie. So that's the B-flat clarinet, and I hope you like that one. This also has 18 keys and 6 rings. So normally we don't ever put our clarinets balancing on their bells like this. We have a nice stand for them. But we're just going to do this for a minute very carefully so you see the A clarinet, the B flat clarinet, the C clarinet, and then the little E flat clarinet. So I'm going to talk about the C clarinet next. The C clarinet is not commonly used, but orchestra pieces do have C clarinet parts in them. And if you want to have a C clarinet, they're not cheap, but they are fun. They have a different timbre. A timbre is like a different kind of sound from the B flat. So we started, the A is mellow and darker. The B flat gets a little bit brighter. The C is a little lighter. And that's the C clarinet. So another common instrument now is the E flat clarinet. The E flat is not the smallest member of the clarinet family, but it's the smallest common member of the clarinet family. It is used by composers to portray rascally rapscallions, scallywags, and other naughty creatures. It has a high piercing sound, and the first E-flat clarinet I bought was to play with my band, the Mazeltones, way back in the 80s, because the E-flat clarinet can outblow a trombone, and that's pretty much the reason to have an E-flat in a klezmer band. So they're very high. And I'll play a song that we used to play in the Mazeltones. And that's the E-flat clarinet. I first started clarinet in 5th grade because my family had 2 older sisters that both played clarinet, so it was the instrument of choice. And as I was going to junior high and high school down in Southern California, we had really great band directors who had a great passion for music and a really great way of reaching out to kids and teaching kids. And so I must admit that my whole social life revolved around being in the band, in the marching band in high school, and I loved that. Then we moved up here to Seattle, and I went to Newport High School right in Bellevue, and another great band director was there, and he actually just loved having me in the band, and I got many opportunities to solo, and I felt wanted, and I joined the Seattle Youth Symphony back in the day, and that was another circle of friends, and so it just, with encouragement from kind teachers and understanding teachers and great band directors, I was encouraged to go on and study clarinet, and it's got me some of the greatest musical adventures and the greatest friends in my circle.